What happened on December 7th?
This
same guy murdered somebody.
This guy murdered somebody, and I'm asking you, why did you change your website?
Did a dangerous criminal suspect get released because prosecutors refused to move forward with charges? That's the explosive question dominating this congressional hearing after Representative Jim Jordan confronted Virginia officials over a case involving an illegal immigrant with a lengthy criminal record. What happened next turned into one of the most intense exchanges we've seen in months. Stay tuned, because the questions raised here go far beyond one case. They touch on public safety, accountability, immigration enforcement, and trust in the justice system itself. Before we begin, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss breaking political coverage and real analysis from a common-sense, patriotic perspective.
Chairman Jordan.
Thank you. Sheriff, why'd you let Marvin Morales Ortiz out of jail?
Because I received a court order, a judicial order from a judge ordering his release.
Because the guy beside you wouldn't prosecute him, right?
You'd have to talk to him.
So this guy, the guy beside you wouldn't prosecute the guy who's an illegal migrant, who'd been charged with 6 different crimes, who was arrested for murder in 2020, who in 2023 assaulted a police officer, and who in September of 2025 was charged with aggravated malicious wounding and brandishing a gun. And that guy's released, you can't hold him because he's not going to be prosecuted. Is that right?
I'm not sure about,
That's what you told us. You sent us a letter on March 11, 2016, addressed to myself and Chairman McClintock, and you said on December 16, 2025, the Commonwealth's attorney moved to not prosecute the charges of aggravated malicious wounding and brandishing a firearm by Mr. Morales Ortiz. So you had to let him out, didn't you?
Through a court order by a judge, yes, I did.
You had to let him out.
I was ordered to release him by a judge.
I see you got some of your deputies behind. How's morale in your department, Sheriff? Is it good?
I didn't know I was here to talk about morale, sir, but based on
You're here to answer the questions we ask you. That's what you're here for. Yeah.
Of course I am.
Okay.
But I'm also here to talk about what I was invited here to talk about.
Well, I'll refer you to a statement you made in August. Fairfax County Sheriff Stacy Kincaid, Democrat, also told 7 News reporter Nick Minnick, "It's shameful the way things have not been prosecuted." You stand by that statement?
If that's what was written, I do.
No, I'm not asking if that's what's written. I'm saying, did you say that, and do you stand by that, and is that having an impact on morale? Because most of the police departments I know and sheriffs and deputies that I know, when they get the bad guys off the street, they like to see them prosecuted so they don't come back on the street, harm the community you're supposed to protect, and make their job tougher because they got to go get them again when they commit some other crime. That's why I asked the morale question in light of your statement just a few months ago where you said it's shameful that the guy beside you is not prosecuting people.
I did.
You said that?
I did.
Okay, good. Mr. Descano, why'd you change your website?
Sir, first of all, let me address what you had said earlier.
You answered the questions we asked. You answered the questions we asked. I asked a simple question. Why did you change your website last month?
Well, sir, your statements about don't want to prosecute guys is absolutely false. And my policies so far in this hearing...
Are you saying what the sheriff wrote me is wrong?
No, what I'm saying is that the way that my policies have been
December 16th,
presented in this are outrageous.
She said the Commonwealth's attorney, that's you, chose not to prosecute Mr. Morales Ortiz on December 16th, and they had to release him. They had to do their job because you wouldn't prosecute. What happened on December 17th, Mr. Descano?
Well, sir, let's talk about December 16th.
No, that's the question. What happened on December 17th? This same guy murdered somebody. This guy murdered somebody, and I'm asking you, why did you change your website?
Well, do you not want me to talk to you about the actual case?
I want you to answer the first question I said.
Which was about the case,
Why did you change your website?
Well, sir, because the website is not my policy. My policy... You are referring to a campaign website.
I think the voters might be interested in that. This is your campaign website where you said, our office will take immigration consequences into account when making charging and plea decisions. Immigration consequences were certainly part of the game here, part of the issue here with Mr. Morales Ortiz.
No, they weren't.
You decided
not to prosecute. They absolutely were not.
You
are assuming something that is in fact untrue, because you are misrepresenting my policies. My policies do not say that we do not prosecute people.
Well, if you're proud of your policies, why did you change your website?
Because that's not my policy. As I told you, sir, that is a campaign statement that I made before I was Commonwealth
It had been up for 6 years. A week after we send you a letter saying we want you to come testify, shazam, You change it.
Because
I'm
I
just
could not-
asking, is that coincidental?
Because I could not believe that people were so obtuse that they could not realize what the difference between a campaign statement and an actual office policy is.
So when you make campaign statements, those aren't true? You're not being honest with your voters?
That's not what I'm saying at all, sir.
Sure sounded like it. Sure sounded like it.
It's absolutely not. What I'm saying is that when you
still haven't told me why you took it. You still haven't told me
policies-
why you took it down.
Because I was hoping to come here to talk about my office policies, not be distracted by a campaign statement that was
Not be
made
distracted.
a year before I was actually Commonwealth's attorney
General.
and had any cases that were mine.
This is almost laughable. This is your policy. You said it right here. You told the voters, if you elect me, I will take into account immigration consequences when making charging and plea decisions.
This is my policy, not what you have in your hand.
Oh, okay, so what you said to the voters is not real, doesn't count.
No, sir, what I'm saying is that as an office holder,
I just
my
find it
office
interesting.
is run by my policy.
Your sheriff said you wouldn't prosecute. This guy gets released, kills someone the next day. We start asking about it. You change your website and take down the statements that say you're going to take into account immigration consequences when you decide what you are going to charge.
And it has been public the entire time I've been in office, sir.
Gentleman's time has expired.
This hearing started with testimony surrounding the release of Marvin Morales Ortiz, an illegal immigrant accused of multiple violent offenses over several years. According to the sheriff, the suspect was ultimately released after prosecutors declined to move forward on key charges and a judge ordered his release. Representative Jim Jordan immediately zeroed in on that decision. Jordan argued that the suspect had already been linked to numerous crimes, including assaulting a police officer and aggravated malicious wounding. The central issue was simple. Why was someone with that kind of record back on the streets? The sheriff repeatedly stated that his department had no choice once prosecutors dropped the charges and the judge issued the release order. That moment alone raised serious concerns about how local jurisdictions handle repeat offenders. Then the hearing escalated. Jordan brought up previous public comments from the sheriff criticizing failures to prosecute criminals, asking whether low prosecution rates were hurting morale among deputies. The sheriff agreed that officers become frustrated when they risk their safety arresting suspects, only to see those same individuals released back into the community. But the most controversial moment came when Jordan confronted Commonwealth Attorney Steve DeCano about changes made to his office website. Jordan accused DeCano of removing campaign language that stated immigration consequences would be considered during charging and plea decisions. DeCano pushed back hard, arguing that Jordan was misrepresenting campaign statements and confusing them with actual office policy. That exchange quickly became heated. Jordan questioned why the website language disappeared shortly after congressional investigators requested testimony. DeCano denied wrongdoing and insisted his office prosecutes cases fairly and according to the law. Now here's my view on this. Americans expect law enforcement, prosecutors, and the courts to work together to protect communities. When violent repeat offenders are released and later become connected to even more serious crimes, the public has every right to ask tough questions. This isn't about attacking legal immigration or ignoring due process. It's about whether public officials are prioritizing public safety over politics and ideology. And regardless of party, every elected official should be transparent about the policies they campaign on and the decisions they make once in office. That's why hearings like this matter. Because when government agencies fail to communicate clearly, or when dangerous individuals fall through the cracks, ordinary citizens are the ones who pay the price. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more coverage of major political hearings, immigration debates, and accountability in government, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who needs to see it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.